The King is back. The King is back. LeBron James back in the house, taking on the Jazz, debuting in his 23rd NBA season. That's a record. Back after missing 14 games with sciatica, second quarter. Austin Reeves hits James. He hits the triple. First field goal of the season. Lakers down 4. And then LeBron and DeAndre, and his pass game was on one in this game. Lakers down 2. Luka doing magic. Luka from deep. Luka, you know we can hit that. Gets a 3 there. And then LeBron saying, well, you can do that. Can I try this? Yep. 3 right there. Gets the Lakers within 2. And then Austin Reeves saying, well, if you guys can do that, can I do this? This 3-headed offensive monster for the Lakers is something special. Reeves makes it. 4-point play. Lakers down 4 at the half. Third quarter. Oh, LeBron looking spry. Lakers down 3. And then Doncic. Kevin Love on him. Kevin, I don't know if that's a good decision. Well, easy finish right there for Doncic. And then Doncic in the corner, draining the 3. Luka in rhythm in this one. Lakers up 4. Couple plays later, more Doncic. Look at the moves. Look at him collect the foul as well. Lakers up 7 after the made free throws. And then LeBron, I told you about the pass game. Look at that. Gabe Vincent, open 3, got it. The bench loving it. Lakers up 11 going into the 4th. LeBron all smiles on this one. Early 4th. LeBron just going to drop it right off to Jackson Hayes. Lakers up 9. And then a couple possessions later, Lakers up 11. LeBron to his new mate, DeAndre Ayton, who puts it down. LeBron, 11 points, 12 assists, making it look easy on the double-double. And right now, 137-121 Lakers. Okay, just by stepping on the court, LeBron James makes more history. Tuesday begins his 23rd NBA season, passing Vince Carter for the most in NBA history. He now stands just 49 games away from Robert Parrish for the most played all time.
And with that, we welcome in Kendrick Perkins, still kicking it with us here on SportsCenter. LeBron Perk made his return after being sidelined with sciatica, obviously the old head injury of the year. How did he look, though, in your opinion?
Oh, he looked damn good. And we're talking about the most complete basketball player this game has ever seen. And when you talk about LeBron, it's a plug and replace. I don't care if it's at the crypto.com arena. I don't care if it's at the YMCA. I don't care if it's at LA Fitness. He's going to fit in and he's going to deliver. He looked damn good to say he's a senior citizen and he's been out for the extended period of time, and this was his first game back.
No, man, we can make all the old jokes we want, but clearly the time did him well as far as his body being able to get right back out there. But the Lakers themselves went 10-4 without Bron to start the season. So what version of the King does LA need him to be?
Ayton, go back to the DeAndre Ayton that we saw with the Phoenix Suns. Hell, we saw a Jackson Hayes sighting. He's been pretty damn good all season and consistent all season for the Lakers. So LeBron coming in, he's not going to have to do too much offensively for us putting up a lot of shots, but his IQ, his ability to see the floor, impact the game defensively with his voice is going to bring nothing but add more to the Lakers, and we saw that tonight while they got a great win in great fashion against the Utah Jazz.
He may not need to drop 20-25 anymore, but he kept that double-digit scoring streak alive, to be clear.
Oh, he was going to do that.
I'm telling you, it's automatic for that, brother. Hey, appreciate you. Just hang tight for us for a quick second.
Appreciate you.
All right, Detroit basketball been rolling. 10 stretch up against the Hawks Tuesday night, and it was without Cade Cunningham in the lineup for the last 3, but he was back in full effect early on in this one. This time finding Isaiah Stewart for the assist. Pistons up by 14. After 7 minutes left in the second here, Cunningham finding Chaz Lanier, who knocks down that 3. First half assist was 8 for Cunningham. Under 2 minutes left in the half. Duncan Robinson lobbing to Cade. He throws that down. Detroit up by 15 at that point on the ensuing Hawks possession. Onyeka Okongwu giving me a little favor here in this highlight because it was a lot of Pistons early, quite frankly.
Some Hawks, right?
That's right. But in the fourth quarter here, pick up the action. Jalen Johnson raining down the 3 to pull the Hawks within 3. Very next Hawks possession, Okongwu finding Dyson Daniels on the cut. He gets that floater to go. It's now down to a 1-point game. Under 5 minutes left. Denise Jenkins' shots gets blocked. Jalen Duren gets the board and puts it back and puts the Pistons back up by 8. Just over 2 minutes left. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the new acquisition, gets the bucket plus the foul. Free throw brings the Hawks within 4. Under 2 minutes left, Cunningham. Pull-up game proper. That puts it back up by 4 and 1 minute left. It's K one more time through all kinds of traffic and contact. 25 points, 10 assists for Cunningham. Coach Bickerstaff, though, what have you learned about this team in this streak?
The ability not to fold and fragment when things get rough. Determination when things get the muddiest and get the stickiest. They just know how to play through those moments and power through those moments. They relish in the ability to dig down deep and go places that other people just don't want to go. And I think that's why we've had, the run that we've had is because of their willingness to do just whatever it takes to get the win and be as nasty as we need to be.
Nasty, he says. Well, let's take a look at the numbers and see if that gets verified. Detroit won 11 straight, their longest win streak since they won 11 in a row back in the 2007 and 8 season. So let's put that into perspective. The Pistons' 2 leading scorers are Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. Back in 08, Cade was 7 years old. Wow. While Duren, who turned 22 Wednesday, was 4. So if you didn't feel old enough going into this, there's a little more evidence. Pistons sit atop the East at 13-2, tied for their best 15-game start in franchise history. The other 2 times, they reached the Eastern Conference Finals.
Perk, look, this is largely the same personnel as last year when you look at these Pistons. We know all about Cade Cunningham's greatness, but other than him, who's had the biggest impact on Detroit's rise to the top of the East during this 11-game win streak?
Hey, you remember what Uncle Elroy said to Sugar? I always miss the nasty time. It's Mr. Nasty Time. Hey, they call themselves the Nasty Boys for a reason. And yes, it starts with a guy that's in the MVP conversation and Cade Cunningham, but it's the bullies down low. Isaiah Stewart and the guy that's knocking at the door of being an all-star this year in Jalen Duren. What he's been doing this season, averaging 20 points, almost 12 rebounds, shooting about 68% from the field. Yes, he has that combination of that 90s game because of his physicality, his ability to stay around the basket and rebound and dominate, but he also has a bag that shows he's able to step out on the perimeter. We saw the game the game from the other night, no Cade Cunningham, and he goes out and have 30-plus points. We see him putting the ball on the floor. It's one team in the Eastern Conference that I fully trust, and it's the Detroit Pistons because they have an identity, and that identity is the physicality, and they're willing to get nasty.
They got an identity, they got an 11-game win streak, and they got a center in Duren who he's looking like he's an all-star, mate.